All right, we have here a beautiful Quantum Edge 2.0 power chair. This power chair is practically new. It only has 15 miles, so it was used for like a month. This power chair is fully loaded. It has the 10-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric legs. So 4 electrical functions on this power chair, practically new, 15 miles. Now on this one, all the functions have to be worked through the joystick. So if you go on the joystick, and you take this button on the left and keep pushing it forward until you see a picture of the chair. When you move the joystick, you can see how it changes colors. You go to the color you want. This would be just the seat lift. So we're going to start with that one. And then you use your joystick to make the seat go up. So remember, when you start, you're going to be at 22 inches at the bottom, 22, and you're going to add 10 inches. By the time you're all the way to the top, you'll be at 32 inches. 22 to 32 inches. And the nice thing about these power chairs, when the seat is all the way up to 32 inches, all the way up the 10-inch, it'll still drive at a decent speed. So as soon as it gets to the top here, I'm going to put it back into drive, and you'll see that it's got 4-speed. You can see that it's still, that's plenty fast. So you can see how it drives with the seat elevated. While we have the seat elevated, let's look at the base on this chair. As you can see, these are 14-inch solid tires. You have your caster wheel in front, caster wheel in the back. You have your anchor points, one here, and you have 2 more on the opposite side. You have 4 anchor points. This is where you would secure your chair to your lift or to your van. If you're going to transport this chair, these are your securing points right there. Okay, you can actually see the way the seat lift is built. The actuator is actually right here, and this is just the armature for the seat lift. You can see it's a very well built seat lift. Also with this chair, you have a motor for each wheel. Each wheel has its own motor. If I want to push this chair right now, if we had an issue with the chair and I needed to push it back to the car, this chair weighs 400 pounds, so we're not going to push it, we're not going to lift it. So you have to put it in neutral. So to put it in neutral, first thing you would do is turn the power off, because you want no power in the motor when you put it in neutral. And the lever is right here. It tells you right there, lock and unlock. So if I push it down, what it does, it unlocks the wheel. You can see the wheel is unlocked. But you have to do both motors. When you're done, make sure you put it back in gear, because nothing's going to work if you leave it in neutral. I do get a lot of calls about that. All right, so now I just turn the power back on. I'm going to go back to the seat functions. Now I'm going to bring the seat back down.
Thank you for watching. If you have found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. If you have questions or need to see something else, please leave us a comment. Lastly, please sign up for the newsletter in the description below to get instant access to exclusive promotions. Enjoy the rest of your video.
Now, the joystick is on the left side right now. This is why I'm standing in this position. But if you're right-handed, we can take all this, put it on the right side, and everything will be right-handed. But you also have a swing away with this left-hand joystick. You would also have a swing away on the right side if we switch it back to the other side. So it's nice to have a swing away. You can get closer to a dining table with that. All right, so we have that right there. So that's the first one we did the first presentation I just got done doing was the seat lift of 10 inches. The next one I'm going to do is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is when the base right here goes back. So when that goes back right here, it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back, because they're all connected. That's called the electric tilt. So this is as far as it'll go. We'll go as far back as it'll go. So that's your tilt right there. And I'm going to move to the legs. So now I'm going to do the legs. These legs are adjustable. Okay, so if you're 6'2", 5'2", we can adjust them to your height and your length. Okay, so if you wanted some really good circulation, you need your feet higher than your body. Of course, this would be a little extreme here, but that would be a little extreme. What you could do is be halfway tilted. This would be halfway. And I think your legs would still be higher than your body. So even if you did it right here, your feet would still be higher than your body. Okay? So let's put the legs back up. And let's do the recline. So the recline is just the back going back by itself. You can see the back going back by itself. That's called the electric recline. So this is as far back as the back will recline, which is flat, okay? So that's what it would look like if you were laying flat in your chair, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the back and the legs up, and so I'm doing two functions. I'm gonna bring the legs down, I bring the back up, all in one function. So if you do the yellow on the back and the yellow on the legs, it'll do two functions at once. Now when you're outside, I'm gonna do this the back now. I'm gonna bring the back. When you're outside, leave your legs out. You see how low they are to the ground on that one? Because they're set up for a tall person. But if you're outside, I would suggest you tip the seat back. So if you do the tilting right here, put this up a little bit right here. Right there. So you're going to be a little bit tilted back, but you're going to get 3-4 inches of clearance. You do not want to damage these legs when you're outside. Okay? So now, let's put it back in drive and look at the seat. So the seat on this chair is 19 wide by 20 deep. 19 wide, it's a gel seat. This is gel back in here. You can hear it. That's gel. There is a nice safety belt with a nice contour on it, on this chair. Now this seat can be modified. So if you need a smaller seat or a bigger seat, we can modify this seat to be smaller or larger. We can adjust the arm, we can adjust the seat. So if this is the chair you want, we can adjust this seat. You do have an adjustable headrest. You have lateral pad support here for your side calf. Keep your legs on the foot plate. And also, you can bring these legs all the way in if you wanted to. So if I go back to the legs, show you, we can bring them all the way in. All the way under the chair. So when you get out, there's nothing there in front, okay? So you can do that. Whoop. Go the other way. I'm gonna put the legs back down, the feet. So I'm gonna put it back in drive. Now this is a mid-wheel drive chair, so it turns around its own axis. So if I'm in the house and I turn this chair in a circle, it'll do this all day long. And you can see the suspension on this chair. Look at that heavy-duty suspension in front. On both sides, you have the same suspension on both sides in front, and you have the same suspension in the back. So if you look at the back, and this suspension is adjustable by turning this ring here, so you can adjust the suspension. While we have the chair turned back, let's look at the back of the chair. This chair is equipped with an attendant control. So what that is, I can drive this chair from behind. If you had a passenger who cannot drive, I would switch the power here, and now I can drive the chair from here. And I can also do all the functions on the chair, the tilting, everything else can be done. This is the same as that joystick over there on the smaller scale. So you can walk with it in your hand like this, or you can leave it on here and put your hand on the shoulder for support and drive it this way also, if you want to keep it here to be a little more steady. So this does take a couple days to get used to. I'm going to turn the power off. So you're never going to have two drivers. If you're driving here, that one's not going to work. If that one's working, this one's not going to work. So you're only going to have one person at a time, which makes sense. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to my settings, and I'm going to bring the seat a little more forward. I don't like the way it's sitting. I'm going to bring it a little more neutral right there. Put it back in drive. Now, when you charge this chair, you will take your charger and you'll plug it right below the joystick right here. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side. Plug it right below the joystick, and as soon as the light goes from orange to green, the charger will stop charging. So, let's recap. This is a Quantum Edge 2.0 power chair, 15 miles, so it only was used less than a month. It has the 10-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric legs, okay? So it also has the swing away joystick on the left, but if you're right, we can switch everything to the right. The seat on this chair is 19 by 20. We can adjust these seats to your size. You have the safety belt. You have the guards for your calves. You have in the back a fully adjustable headrest that can be removed also and adjusted up and down. And you have your attendant control back here. So if you're looking for a nice power chair, fully loaded, and this is a dark blue, this would be a really nice one to look at. This is a really, really smooth power chair. It's like riding a cushion of air. It's so smooth. So 6 miles an hour was the top speed I got. And when you let go, it brakes automatically. And you can also control the speed with the joystick. So if you don't push it all the way forward, just a little bit, you can see how it barely moves, okay? Same thing when you turn sideways. If you don't turn it all the way sideways, it'll turn really, really slow, okay? So you can control the speed this way, or you can reduce the speed through the joystick. You have 4 speeds on the joystick right here. So this chair has no problem through the grass. Now my grass is pretty nice. It'll go through some grass, so you'll find out what kind of grass you can go through, but it has no problem. This has a good suspension for the grass. So anyway, so this is the Quantum Edge 2.0. I'm going to elevate the seat right now to show you. So the seat is going up now 10 inches. I'm going to show you how it drives at a decent speed with the seat elevated. So this has the 10-inch seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the electric legs. It has the attendant control in the back. It just has the light safety belt, the cushion seat, the adjustable arms. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to put it at a faster speed. So this is the seat elevated. Top speed would be 3 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour top speed. So if you're looking for a nice power chair with all the features in it, this is a really nice one and it's ready to go.
Hi,
hey guys.
I'm Mark. And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marksmobility.com.